Good day, welcome back to South African Prepper Show or channel. Thank you very much for your previous comments and support for this channel. Please like and subscribe and share to people that are like-minded like yourself. So for today's video, how to survive the first 2 weeks after the collapse. Now we've discussed this before where we said that in South Africa we will have various reasons for civil unrest or total anarchy. One of the main reasons for a possible collapse in South Africa might be because of Eskom. Now in South Africa we are used to load shedding. Currently we're on stage 2, so that means roughly about 2 to 3 hours a day without electricity. Now in the first, should a total electrical collapse happen, unfortunately us South Africans are so used to load shedding that we might possibly after day 2 we will only realize that the system has collapsed. The other reason why the South African economy can collapse is because of the massive amount of debt that the South African government has incurred. They might not be able to pay SASSA. Now SASSA is a South African grant system by which about 11.8 million people in South Africa gets paid a SASSA grant every single month. Now these people, if they do not get paid in the first 3 days of not getting paid, they might still, be hanging around trying to get their money out of the South African government. But depending on the events or the disaster, the first 3 days in South Africa, we reckon after the collapse will be relatively calm. The big issue in South Africa is that most people live from hand to mouth. This means that most South Africans, if they are lucky, they might have maybe a week's worth of food stored away in their houses. In this first 3 days of the collapse, diesel and petrol might still be available because we are so used to having load shedding in South Africa that most of our pumps or garages actually do have generators running. But for how long these generators will be running, we are not 100% sure. So within the first 2 or 3 days of this total collapse, diesel and petrol might still be available, but it will be extremely difficult for people to get diesel and petrol because there will be a big congestion of people wanting to fill up their vehicles at the petrol stations. If the grid is down, you might not be able to use your credit and debit card for these purposes.